Test 1, 2. It is Saturday morning hockey, not something we've really said, I think, but one other time this year. This being one of the only few early morning games, as your Chester County Cougars are about to face off against the Delaware Junior Blue Hens in what is Game 2 of the DVHL playoffs. A pleasant good morning and welcome to our coverage of Chester County hockey. Alongside Bill Peasy, I'm Ed Henry. Bill, yesterday was a tough one. They played the Quakers in a game that, at least on paper, they should have won, but they're not played on paper, so.
No, they don't play on paper, Ed, and playoffs are a totally different animal than the regular season, as if anybody didn't believe that, they sure as heck do now. That was a really frustrating game from the Cougars' part, and you got to hand it to the Quakers. They actually played a pretty solid defensive game, and it frustrated the Cougars. It also seemed to me, we mentioned at times that there was a force field around the net. You know, the Cougars didn't get a lot of puck luck, but you just got to fight through that, especially in the playoffs. Playoff hockey is different. Goaltending is different. Defense is different. So, you know what? That game's behind us now. We got to look forward to this game, which again, if on paper, it seemed like the Cougars handled the Blue Hens during the regular season. But again, today, it's a whole different ball game.
And what was double elimination hockey is now single elimination hockey. Both of these teams played last night. The Blue Hens lost to the Delco Phantoms. And of course, as we just mentioned, the Cougars lost to the Quakers. So this game, whoever wins will play later this afternoon. Whoever loses, their season is over.
Yeah, it's win or go home now. No more room for error. We lost that yesterday. But you know what? The silver lining is they're still playing. And if, you know, hockey's all about momentum. Once you get a little momentum, you win one game, you win two games, then things start moving, you know, pucks start going in the net when, you know, you don't expect it. So I think, you know, this could be positive for the Cougars. They just got to work hard and they got to be solid defensively, get pucks to the net. One thing we didn't mention yesterday is the Cougars have really had a difficult time scoring recently. They've scored four goals in their last 5 games, which, you know, once the season ended. And that's including the tournament last week, exhibition game. When pucks don't go in the net, you just have to you know, fight through it. Crash that net, get into the blue paint. That's where the goals are. Goals are around the net.
So the winner game was before this one. So the Quakers played the Delco Phantoms. And with that, the Delco Phantoms ended up beating the Quakers pretty handily. I think the score was 5-1. So
yeah, I get a chance to see the whole game. I was talking to one of the dads of the Delco Phantoms, and he had said that early in the game, it seemed like nothing was going in. They were shooting, pucks were going wide. I think the Quakers had some of that puck luck, as I mentioned yesterday, but it just kind of wore out, and then the Phantoms outlasted them. So should the Cougars win, they play the Quakers this evening. Obviously, the winner of this game will play the Quakers this evening, which will be interesting if it's the Cougars because it'll be a rematch of yesterday's game.
So both teams have completed their pregame skate. Both have gathered in front of their benches for some last-minute instruction. 17 minutes is up on the clock, which I had to remember after the tournament to change that before yesterday's game.
I hesitate to mention it, Ed, but how did the Cougars do against the Blue Hens this season?
They actually, I think they played them 3 times and won twice and lost once, if I remember.
No, I think we won all 3. We just won one late. We only lost one in the regular season other than tie, and that was to Delco.
Puck is down, and we're underway. Battle for it in neutral zone there. Henry sends it along the boards. It goes deep into the Blue Hens' end. Harrison pulls it off the boards. He meets a couple blue jerseys. There's an early penalty. Blue Hens touch up. It looks like there's going to be a tripping minor against the Blue Hens, so an early power play opportunity here for the Cougars.
Yeah, I like to start already. You know, the hard forecheck, put pressure on the defense, maybe generate a turnover.
So that's number 55. Patel, he'll head to the box for tripping. Face off down, rolls into the slot. Blue Hens able to get a stick on it, and they'll send it all the way down into the neutral zone. Beeman sent it across, but Rogers able to get to it, and he'll send it the other direction. Good job from the Blue Hens, able to pin them in their zone, eating up some of the time. First 30 seconds, another opportunity pushed in. Cougars having difficulty getting set up and getting out of their zone.
Yeah, the Blue Hens are really doing well pressuring the defense. They're being very aggressive on the penalty kill.
Puck goes up and out of play. Minute 17 is what's remaining on the Cougars power play opportunity.
Yeah, you would have liked to see him try to set up a little better. They didn't get a chance to do that on the first minute. See if the second line can do better.
Up after the draw, goes out, gets past into the middle. Blue Hens again quick on it. They'll put it out. Glove down. Not the other direction. Hero banks it ahead. Blue Hens quick to get on it. It's number 68, Jack Jovanovic. Moves it out, tries to get to it himself, but gets battled through and pick up there. Tries to get a shot. That goes up and over. In net for Chester County today. Number 30, Tom O'Brien.
Think we got a hook maybe, or? No, the net's off, sorry.
So, well more than halfway through this power play opportunity, and Cougars have yet to get down in the offensive zone and set up.
Yeah, I think they're trying to skate it out. They're not connecting on their neutral zone passes. They just got to get it in deep and maybe go get it.
Shot there from the Blue Hens goes wide of the net.
Yeah, it was still dangerous. That was deflected, and Tommy had a tough time picking it up.
Comes to the middle. DeWitt's able to knock that down, and Cougars will finally skate that direction. Bank it in. Jovanovic back to pick it up. He'll reverse it around. Markers there with it. Goes up to the blue line. DeBoski's able to keep that. He'll step down. Gets the shot. Taught up by the goaltender.
Got caught up in his pads. It looked like it may have been able to sneak through, but he just was able to guide it just wide.
In net for the Blue Hens. That's number 10, Luke Bordley. Puck goes down for an icing. Cougars will get one last face-off before the penalty will expire on Patel.
Apologize to some of our viewers at home. You see we have a bit of a dead zone here in our bottom left-hand corner here. Ed and I tried our best to find the best vantage point, and unfortunately this is it. This was probably it. So there's going to be a little bit of ice we're not going to be able to see. That's too many men. That's too many men, and they got it. Good call. Player was still on the ice. Player left the box and was still on the ice when the other player left the bench to touch the puck.
So number 92, Joe Willis, go ahead to the box. He jumped off the bench, as Bill just mentioned, played it.
Yeah, I don't think if he would have not played the puck, if he would have let it go, they might have let that slide. But once he played the puck, there's 6 guys on the ice, so.
Up to the line there. Beeman with a quick shot, but that was well wide of the net.
One thing we noticed yesterday, Ed, was a lot of the Cougar shots were going wide. They need to get their shots on net. They got to concentrate, just take a little bit off of it and just get it at the net, get those rebounds. Net's off.
It's probably the most offensive power play opportunity they had in the last 16 seconds because they definitely didn't get that in the first one. They really need to take advantage of these power play opportunities. Blue Hens are really leaving it for them early, so they need to get one on the board just to kind of set the tone.
Absolutely.
DePiro sends it across for Beeman. Beeman steps across the line. He'll go wide and down low. Puts it right into the slot, hits traffic, and it deflects all the way out through the neutral zone. Joey DePiro has to retreat to pick it up. Touch pass there from Pepe's cut off by Rogers. He gets the shot. Kick save there. And second opportunity.
Hey, that was a really nice play by Tom. Player had a short side shot. Tommy made the save. The rebound was right there, and he had a little bit of space upstairs. Tommy came over and closed that off pretty quickly.
They'll drop that off to the left of O'Brien. It's there, finally directed out. Fazio gets it across to Finn. Roney rolls it down low. Chases it himself. Along the boards. Good work there to keep it in, at least momentarily. They still dig for it. Forced back down behind the net. Comes out to the middle, but gets past Ty, and he's got to go to center ice to pick it up. Waits for him to clear and chips it back in. 35 seconds to go on this power play opportunity. Beeman from the blue line. He gets it on net. Great shot there in on Boardley. He made the initial save. Rebound goes behind. Back up, Beeman again. He'll circle it over. Gets through to Beeman. Gets past him to DePiro. Joey will backhand it. Beeman gets the chop at it. Stays in play.
It's good work there by Colin to keep that in.
Roney pins his man against the boards, but Blue Hens able to pick up the loose puck. And they'll outlet as the final few seconds tick off of their too many men penalty. And we're back to even strength hockey. Roney directs that in from center ice. He's in on the forecheck, but Blue Hens move the puck up. And I was just told it. Shot there from McKenzie goes in. O'Brien will make the save and hang on. And I apologize, I left the score up from last night's game, so let's zero that out.
Please do. That could have been the problem on the power play, Ed. That's why we didn't score either one of those. It'll wash that game out of the system.
So, thank my wife for keeping an eye on things and keeping me straight.
Somebody has to.
Down in the corner. Bosky has his stick knocked out of his hands. Moved up towards the line. Puck rolls across. Ian's got it in the zone.
Oh, we got another penalty.
Puck moved up. Center ice. Blue Hens touch up. Get the whistle. And a roughing call. So Chester County is going to get a third chance at the power play.
So that play, I being a Chester County fan, of course, I think it's a fine call, but if it was against us, I would be pretty livid. It was a pretty solid hit on Jake, who had the puck, but I guess the ref deemed it just a little too late.
So that's number 8, Patrick Fasano, who will sit for 2 minutes for roughing. Beeman gets the shot through traffic. Boardley made the initial save, but the rebound goes behind. They'll get it back up to him. Circle down low. Johnny Pepe goes around. He'll backhand along the boards. Harrison hits the shot that goes outside of the net. Easy leaned on in the corner.
Can't really see much down there. Came out with it.
And comes back away with it. He's put into the boards there by number 13, Cian Harp.
Nice work by Caleb to help him out.
They still work along the boards. Keep there, back down low. Puck sits behind the net. Batted for it. It's up in the air. Ends up on top of the net.
The second time we saw that happen, 2 days in a row. If you recall yesterday, the Quaker goalie made a save and it popped up, and instead of going down into the net, it popped up on top of the net. Decent pressure, good shots from Colin at the point. See a few more of those.
So when they get it up, Bosky gets the shot. It's a body and deflected wide. Puck sits there. Roney got a stick on it, ends up going to the boards, up to the line. Beeman gets to it, but comes out to the neutral zone. Valzio tried to feed it up and get it to Hoffman, but it hit him in the back of the... Blue Hens move it the other direction, and it goes the length of the ice for an icing. 40 seconds now remaining.
Yeah, you know what? This would be not a good thing to have 3 power plays in the first 7 minutes of the game and you don't generate a goal.
Pira winds up and blasts right into the midsection there of Boardley, and he'll hang on.
Yeah, Luke did a nice job of swallowing that up, not letting any rebounds.
Batted around, goes behind the net after the draw. Beeman comes down to make a play on that. Shows to the slot. Kenzie's able to go the length of the ice. Bryan sets that down. Beeman with speed through the middle, across the blue line. Makes the move around one, gets it across.
There it is.
It goes in.
Beautiful play by Colin. He took the defenseman with him, came all the way down the net, and we talked about it before. Johnny Pepe, when he gets a full head of steam, nobody can keep up with him. He was able to get past the other defenseman, and Johnny was right in there for an easy tap-in once Colin was able to lay it across the crease. Great play. That's exactly what they needed. You know, Ed, before the game, you and I were mentioning maybe they'd be better off putting Colin on defense where he has a chance to wind up and really skate through the neutral zone at high speed, and that's exactly what he did right there. Beautiful play. And I believe that was a power play goal, correct, Ed?
I believe so, yes, because I think they left the time up for the power play, and it just ticked off.
All right. Now, hopefully they can build upon that now. Let's see what they can do.
Bruin's able to move it out to the middle. Bosky gets it. He circles. Steps around one and in the slot. Gets the shot. It's deflected. Goes way up and out of play, so they'll whistle that down.
It is very important to get that early goal. Kind of set the tone a little bit. Kind of stop gripping your stick so tightly now because now you have one in the bag. Hopefully they loosen up a little bit and get some better shots.
Up to the line there. Bosky will skate in, gets around a few. Backhands in on net. Bordley makes an initial save. Blue Hens get a stick on it, and they'll send it all the way down.
Good play by Jack. That was a really good play by Jack. And that's icing. Good play by Jack to skate through. He was patient enough, and he has the talent to be able to go through a guy or two, make a couple moves. And he got a nice backhander. It wasn't that hard, but it's okay. It got it to the net, and it got through to Bordley. Bordley had to make the save, and there was a rebound there for a second. You do that a few more times, and you might be able to pounce on those rebounds.
Marker will come in to take this draw. Blue Hens win that back. Rogers will wrap it all the way around. They get it out. Goes in offsides. We are just under 9 minutes remaining in this first period. Chester County leads by a score of 1-0 with the power play goal. Banked up to the red line. Hoffman's able to get a stick on it and sent it the other direction. Look for it all the way down. Back to the middle. Active stick there, goes off of Thompson and goes high in the air. He gets to it. Gets shouldered into the boards there, just outside of the blue line. And Harp is the one who comes away with it. Sends it out to the middle. Lee Kelly there. Works on the Blue Hen captain, Ty Freeland. All the way across. Banked up to the blue line. Got it in. McKenzie tried to get to it, but before that, it goes all the way down.
Surprised they called that icing, but they did.
Hens win that. McKenzie tried to go up to the point.
Yeah, Ty knows he just wanted to chip that, and he just got way too much of it. If he chips it past the defenseman, he could probably skate onto it quicker than the defenseman because he's going backwards, and Ty's moving forwards. He just got too much of it.
So another face-off to the right of O'Brien.
Another penalty, my goodness.
Ty goes down as he was trying to skate away. So Blue Hens will pick up their fourth penalty.
Yeah, of all the penalties, that was legit. I mean, you know, you put your stick out and you push a guy's skate and he goes down. That's an easy call for the ref. You can't be lazy. You have to go after and lift his stick, don't put it into his skates.
So yeah, that and the too many men were pretty
just lazy penalties.
Pretty obvious.
Yeah, and they weren't good penalties.
Pirro, he winds up and takes the shot. Woodley makes a
You need more of a screen on that. Liam's got to get in front and screen something there.
And picks it up in the corner. To Domboski, he'll roll it across to DePiero. He'll put it towards the net. Gets caught up in traffic. Harrison, turnaround opportunity. Bordley makes the save. Blue Hens are able to wrap it around and get it out of the zone.
Oof. That was very close.
Almost an opportunity there for the Blue Hens. Bodies come together. Johnny Pepe in with speed. It's harassed from behind.
Wow.
Spun around.
That was definitely a hook or hold, but they can't call everything, I guess.
Liam rolls it up the boards. Piero gets the shot towards the net. Bordley makes a save. Second
Another nice
opportunity save.
Nice save by Bordley. That second shot was dangerous because it was going for the 5-hole, and Bordley had to stay with it. Yeah, Johnny had the step, and it looked like the player from behind was either hooking him or holding him. The ref must have deemed it, legal. But look from here, it looked like he was definitely inhibiting where he was going. Nice draw.
Beeman takes the
There
shot
it
and
is.
finds the corner.
That's a beautiful draw. I think that was Nate DeWitt that won that draw. If he did, it was just a beautiful, beautiful shot from Colin. I love the fact that Colin's playing point, playing defense. He can control the game from back there. He's the best player on the ice, no doubt. And when you're the best player on the ice, you need space, a little bit of space. And he certainly can demand it when he's playing the point. And you get a lot more looks at the net, clean looks, like just like that. And he beat Bordley cleanly to the far side.
Henry goes back to retrieve, goes off the boards, but took a strange bounce. Blue Hens get a shot in on net. O'Brien gloves that cleanly, and he'll just hang on.
That's 2 power play goals.
Blue Hens win that face-off, get the shot off. It gets past everybody and goes out of play, so they'll do that again.
Yeah, that one went off, looked like Tommy's glove. I don't know if he had trouble picking it up or whatever. Just glad it hit his glove and went up instead of going down. We'll see how the Blue Hens respond now that they're down 2.
Freeland goes all the way up to the point, gets the shot in, through traffic, sat there. Blue Hens directed it up, but still maintain the zone.
Yeah, that was a really sloppy play. You got to clear that puck when you have a chance.
All the way across, huge play there. Another opportunity. O'Brien just makes multiple saves. Puck finally gets there. Whistle, and there's going to be a cross check.
Yeah, that was not very good defending from the Cougars. The Blue Hen player had 3 chances. The first save was amazing. It was a great cross-ice pass. Sky one-timed it, and Tommy got across and laid out the pad. Beautiful save. And then he had rebound 1, rebound 2, and Tommy was able to get all of them. I'm not sure where the defenders were.
So Colin Beeman will have a seat for 2 minutes. Cross-checking's the call against him. Blue Hens with their first power play opportunity in this game. Domboski from behind, he'll lift it out into the middle. That's perfect.
That's beautiful. Weighted perfectly.
Gets it all the way down, but not enough for an icing. Force the Blue Hens to go the length of the ice. Collision at the blue line, goes all the way up. Nobody's at the point. Harrison's there.
Caleb got popped at the blue line. I think it was just incidental collision. That's what the ref deemed it anyway. And by the time he got up, the puck was already past him. He couldn't catch up to it.
Good pressure there by Harrison once again to keep it in the zone.
Yeah, really good penalty killing from Caleb.
Goes all the way down.
That's icing.
And that'll be icing. So minute 7 remaining on the Beeman Minor. Chester County doing an excellent job thus far of killing this one off.
Yep.
Puck up to the blue line, kept in there. Ivanovich will wrap it around. That was the number set 27, John Williamson.
That's it, Finn.
Good work there as we ticked out.
There you go.
Finn with it behind. He gets bodied into the boards by Freeland.
It's a really good
happy
work.
just to kind of tie it up and take more time away.
Absolutely. Both him and Nate DeWitt are doing a really good job down there.
35 seconds now remaining on the Beeman Minor.
Nice
Back across,
read.
good read there. Demboski, he'll bring it back into the Blue Hen zone, gets the shot in on Boardley. He'll have to hang on.
Yeah, that was a really nice play by Jack to read that puck. Coming across, he was able to pick it off and just get a weak shot on net. I believe that's 15 shots, Ed. Is that what that says?
I think so. I know it's a...
Like the top part is looks like a 15. 15 to 8, the shot totals right now. Chester County.
The face-off. Blue Hen's able to move it out. McKenzie through center ice. Tries to go across to Fasano, goes into the slot, but Demboski's there to make the play.
Yeah, he made a good play. That was ticketed.
Good read there. Jovanovic cuts it off and skates down. He's got nowhere to go, so we'll kind of circle back. Tries to get the shot through, goes off a body and comes out to the neutral zone, and that will do it for the Beeman Minor. Bodies come together at center there. Jack will pick it up and skate in. Lost the handle. McKenzie sends it back to Jovanovic.
Nice play.
Beeman shoulders him at center ice and takes him out of that one. All the way down behind the net. Beeman chases it down into the corner. Forced out to the middle. Fasano will chip it up to the blue line. Piro comes all the way across. He was looking to get that over for Liam, but it's a bit ahead of him. And the Blue Hens go in offsides, and there's a whistle.
There's another penalty. It looks like it was an interference. Not sure on who got it. Was it Johnny? No.
Waiting.
He got an interference on somebody.
So,
36 is Johnny. Well, that's tough. He's a good penalty killer.
And I don't know if I necessarily agree with that, because I thought he was in possession of the puck when Johnny made contact with him.
Yeah. Well, you know what happens, Ed? When you get power plays, you have to expect that there's going to be some even up calls at some point. Cougars have had 4 power plays so far, so you can imagine that they were going to try to even that up at some point. And so any kind of borderline calls are probably going to go the Blue Hen way. I mean, this is a first period where we've had 6 penalties in the first 15 minutes of hockey. So
I think there's been more time with an odd man
absolutely
advantage than there has been strength. Blue Hens win that back, get the shot in. Bryant flashes the leather and hangs onto that one.
Yeah, it's important for the Cougars to keep their focus here. You don't want to let one up late. You've worked hard to get this 2-goal lead. Bear down and kill this penalty and try to get back on an even keel.
After the draw there. Good patient play by Nate Kelly. He sends it all the way down. He's got Finn Maroney.
Cool.
He gets a shot off, and that goes just wide.
Nice play by Finn to get a good shot off. Couldn't get it on net, but it was still a good hard shot.
Rogers, he'll go down. Puts on the brakes, takes the shot. That goes wide, wraps all the way far side. Taken off the boards there. Turnaround shot by McKenzie. Tom will squeeze that and hold on. Minute 15 still remaining on the interference call to Johnny Pepe.
It's a long first period. Doesn't it feel like it, Ed?
Yes. A lot of whistles. It's off along the boards. It goes up to the point. Ivanovic makes some moves and finally puts it towards the net. It's deflected wide. Fasano turnaround kick save there.
Yeah. I think Tom's he got it with the inside of his pad, and he wasn't sure where it was. Sometimes they have a way of sneaking through, but he was able to just keep it up against the pad and get the whistle.
You could tell from his reaction,
Yeah.
he just froze.
Yep.
He knew it was somewhere, but
Yep.
didn't want to move and have that go behind him.
Yeah, I think it was Colin got right behind him to make sure that it wasn't trickling over.
Battle 4 behind. Beeman comes away with it.
Nice
He's
play.
able to play it up and all the way down. Ivanovic is there, but good active stick from Hoffman to keep it in the Blue Hen zone. Up to the middle. Kelly's ridden there, but Beeman's there to support and force it out. Mowbray had to wait for his team to get on sides. That one goes up and out of play. Half a minute remaining on the Chester County Minor. Minute and a half remaining in this first period. Kelly will wrap it all the way around. Wagner came in to keep that in the zone. He tried to go out into the middle. It's deflected. Kenzie tries to put that towards the net, but that goes off a body, and Ty will lift it all the way down.
Nice play by Ty to just put enough weight behind it to get it out and get it deep, but not enough for icing.
Kenzie's able to skate out of his zone as we work down to the final minute of this first period. Penalties expired there, so barring any other whistles, we've got just a little less than a minute of five-a-side hockey. Battered around in the neutral zone. Up to the line. Peasy goes in. Down low. Comes all the way. Turnaround shot goes off the outside of the net.
That's a nice play by Liam to go wide and try to go short side high. That was a good play.
Freeland sent it down. Good play there from Kelly to get that out of the zone. Blue Hens will play it back. Bank it up. Beeman knocked that down with his skate. And Ty jumps on it, moves it in the offensive zone. Forced back out to the middle. Beeman banks it up for Peasy. He's met there at the line by Rogers and forces it out. They still work for it at the blue line. It goes in as the final few seconds will tick off this period. And the first one is done. 17 minutes in the books. Chester County comes away with a 2-0 lead. Unfortunately, I'm not one who believes in superstition, so I don't think there is such a thing for me as a jinx. But I really do like the hard line of our connection.
I thought you were talking about the game, Ed. You're talking about the broadcast.
I can't help it. You know,
All right, why don't you tell everybody what you're talking about, because they have no idea what you're talking about here.
Having a hard line connection, it seems to make this game
Ed found an
so much cleaner.
Ed found an Ethernet port, and he was so excited that he found an Ethernet port that he was plugging into it, and he just couldn't stop talking about it. I said, Ed, there's a hockey game coming up. He's like, yeah, but I got an Ethernet port. I was like, okay, great. I'm fabulous.
I would imagine those at home, it's a much clearer, crisper picture. There's no dropouts.
I'm just giving you a hard time. It's very exciting that we have an Ethernet port. And I'm sure the broadcast is much cleaner.
Yes, at least from what I can see on my phone that I use as a
honestly, I
for
think
it.
I just want to win today. I would sacrifice a choppy internet connection for a win.
Both teams will skate back out.
All in all, it was a pretty good first period. It was very choppy because of the penalties on both teams. You know, yesterday's game, I don't think we had one penalty, did we?
There was one.
There was one. Yeah, we had one power play. That was it. And then we've had 6 in the first period. So I don't know if that's going to be a precursor for the rest of the game. We'll see.
Second period underway. Blue Hens won that back. They'll send it through. That's cut off. Bosky in middle. He'll skate it up. He gets the shot off, but it's deflected wide.
He had some room on the far side if he was able to get that shot cleanly through. Woodley overcommitted to the short side, and I think Jack saw that too, and his eyes lit up.
Comes all the way out to the middle. Bosky's got it there. Tries to feather that up for Leinonen, but it's knocked down. Added for it. Blue Hens will go in offsides. Willis seemed to be a little frustrated with that offsides call.
Well, it was a legit call. The player was way in before the puck.
Up to the center ice. Cut off there. Goes off a few skates. Blue Hens are able to move it in. Oliver gets it towards the net. O'Brien will make the save there and hang on to it. Force back behind the net. Pepe could get a stick on it. Got the Bosky there to help out. DeWitt along the near boards. Forced back down low. McKenzie's trying to direct traffic. Ends up going off a skate. Batted down in front. But Jack will circle back. Give himself a little bit of space. Goes up to Maroney. Goes off a few. Sits there. Johnny Pepe races back to pick it up. Feeds it ahead. Off at DeWitt. Heading around the blue line. They still work for it. Chester County's able to flip it up and into the blue hen zone. Off the line and over. Henry's got it at center ice. It's a stick on it. Blue Hens put it towards the net. O'Brien has to make a play on it, so no icing. Beeman sends it all the way up. Williamson was able to get a skate on that. Freeland gets a shot off, and that's blockered aside by O'Brien. Put right to the middle. Good play there by the Blue Hens, but Chester County was in good position to keep that out of the way. Puck knocked into the Blue Hen zone. Ivanovic will go back to pick that up. Roll it all the way up the boards. McKenzie will direct it out for Freeland. He's tied up there with Harrison. Navazio will chip it in. And up to the line. Can't really tell too much. I think Eddie kept that in.
He did keep it in.
momentarily.
He did a nice play to keep it in and get a shot toward the net. It was blocked.
Navazio tried to put that in. Ends up hitting Liam. They battle for it, but they still keep it in the zone. Ivanovic will wrap it all the way around. Henry comes in, and he'll put that back behind the net. Ivanovic will try the same thing, going up the boards, and Henry once again will get to it. Thompson, turnaround, goes through traffic, but hits a body and stays wide. Marker picks it up. All the way across. Henry will skate up. He'll get a shot, goes headed wide.
It's okay. That's okay. That's good pressure from the Cougars.
Bordley will stop it, and he'll hang on to it. Both teams will make some player changes. 13 and a half remaining in this second period. Cougars still holding on to their 2-0 lead. Goes all the way far side. Hoffman was racing over to get to it. Blue Hens sent it back. Work for it in the corner. The Hens chip it up to the middle. Beeman's there. He'll bank it up. Bodies come together. Hoffman and Mowbray there, was able to move it ahead. Beeman steps in, makes the move, cuts in front, tries to tuck it in, but ran out of real estate.
Oh, but he banked it off the goalie. What a play by Colin. Colin was able to skate. First of all, a player took a run at Colin. I don't know if we didn't see that. He took a run at Colin. I think that was Joe Willis. And Colin just popped right back up, took the puck, skated in around the defenseman, tried to tuck it in around Bordley. Couldn't do that, but when he got the puck in the corner, he threw it back toward the middle, and I believe it banked it in off either his stick or his pad for a 3-0 lead. You probably couldn't see that, could you, from your vantage point?
No, but I got to see it on the replay.
That means the cameraman must have got it. That's good.
Absolutely. So that's Beeman's second of the game.
Third point of the game.
Yeah, he had the assist on that first one.
Yeah, he's played a phenomenal game. Well, that's kind of what I'm saying. When he was on offense, he felt like he was getting bottled up a little bit too much. He didn't have the space to start skating. And when he's playing D, he has that space. Players need to know to cover for him when he does come up, and I think they do know that. But I just think the team is better when Colin is playing defense.
Puck out to the middle, goes off of DeWitt's skate all the way down behind O'Brien. Piro picks it up. Goes up along the boards, gets by everybody, and out to center ice. Williamson batted it up to the line. Pepe's got it there. He'll send it back to Piro across to DeWitt. Couldn't hang on to that one. So the Blue Hens go the other direction. Scarborough steps in across the line. Puck up to the blue line, but knocked down. All the way across. Shot in on net. O'Brien does that. He'll pull it into him, cover it up, and take the whistle.
Yeah, that was a nice play by the Blue Hens to get that across and get a good shot away. Tom had to follow that puck, track it, and then make the save. And then corral the rebound. It's important, there's a lot of time left. Important for the Cougars not to let up. A lot of time left in this game. 11:52 here in the second. So the game's not even half over. So there's plenty of time for the Blue Hens to chip away at this lead. So the Cougars got to really bear down, play smart defensively, and see if they can grab another on the offense.
Moved up to the line, but kept in by the Blue Hens and rolled back down low. Harp with it. It's got Dembowski with it. Dembowski's able to come away with the puck. Move it out to the middle. Puck goes behind Peasy. So the Blue Hen defense send it all the way up and through. Piro chips it back up to Peasy. He gets it in to the middle. Ivanovic. He'll skate across center ice and put it towards the net. O'Brien's got a bouncing puck. He'll hang on to that. And we'll get another face-off down in the Cougars' end. .11 to go here in this second period. Chester County with the 3-goal lead. Puck goes in the circle and comes all the way up the blue line. Good force there. Blue Hens are out. Leinonen puts it to the middle. There's a lot of traffic there. The Blue Hens are able to move it to the boards. Second opportunity from the Cougars going to the far corner. Jake Marker there. Works with Mowbray, and Hunter Thompson comes in to help out. Blue Hens able to move it up to center ice. Chopped away there. Puck from center ice goes in on net.
We got a penalty against Willis again.
So number 92, Joe Willis. He's going to take a roughing minor behind the play, and Chester County will have another opportunity on the power play.
That was a questionable call. Severy had the puck, and he hit Severy. I guess it was after he shot it down into the zone, but he hit him straight on. He didn't hit him in the head. But Joe Willis is also probably 50, 60 pounds heavier than Severy, so he's got to be careful.
Piro banks that back down. He'll send it up to Beeman at the line. Beeman will take the shot there, gets through traffic. Bordley makes the save. Then crossed, back up to Beeman. He'll try it again. That one ends up deflecting and stays wide. Behind the net, back up to Peasy. He'll send it right up to Beeman again. This time, goes wide once more. Trying to find that seam. To Piro. Down low for Pepe, comes back up to Beeman. He'll put it towards the net through traffic. Bordley's able to spot that and hang on.
Good work, though. They worked the power play very well there. Found the open guy. Made some nice cross-ice passes. Getting it back to the point and getting some good shots away.
Puck down low. Rogers
Nice
harassed there.
Nice work by Johnny.
Pepe. Johnny with it. Oh, tries to go up the Beeman. He still stays with the play.
And he got it back. Oh, he just couldn't find Colin there on the back to the point.
And it's McKenzie who will skate up and out. McKenzie taken down. And
yeah.
I don't think there's any question
no,
on that one.
That was probably the most obvious penalty in the entire game.
So they exchange words down there on the ice. Some player-to-player pleasantries.
Yeah. Maybe they're going to asking each other where they're going to go after the game to get something to eat, something like that maybe.
So they'll skate 4 aside for the next 55 seconds, and then barring any other whistles, the Blue Hens will have an abridged power play. Chester County wins that. They'll loft it all the way down. It goes towards the net, so no icing there. Ivanovich behind his net. He's given some space.
Nice.
Come out, deflected play, comes right to DeWitt. He feeds it across.
No one there.
Send it all the way up along the boards. I thought that went out of play, but it stays in. Piro has to retreat back to his goal line and pick it up. Banks it all the way ahead. That was read by Patel, and he'll skate in. Tries to lay that back, goes off at DeWitt. DeWitt's able to bank it up across the blue line, and Ivanovich has it at center ice. Piro lifts it all the way down, ends up hitting the scoreboard.
Yeah, hit the scoreboard. I think that means the faceoff's going to come deep.
Is that a field goal?
Well, we got 3 points.
Do we get 3 more?
I don't know. I bet you there are a few pucks on top of that scoreboard too.
Oh, I have no doubt. Face off, pushed all the way up into the neutral zone. The Willis penalty has expired, so the Blue Hens are on a power play for the next minute. Hoffman, good work there to keep it bottled up at center ice, at least for the moment. Harps gets a stick on it, puts it in the Chester County end. Comes out to the slot. Piro puts it the length of the ice, but it goes right in on net, so no icing.
Yeah, it's a nice shot from Joey. It's tough to hit the net from that angle, from that distance.
Rogers will move it up to the board, but Demboski picks it up at center ice. He takes the body, but spins around and puts it right back in.
Nice work by David. Oh!
All the way up to the line. Demboski lost it at the line, but he just skating, gets shoved behind from Scarborough. Still keeps it away from him. Comes right back to him.
Jeez.
Demboski has a puck on a string, skates in, takes the shot. Whew. Wardley struggled with that, but he was able to keep it out.
Oh, I'm sorry about the angle here, folks.
Turnaround shot again by Demboski as the penalty on Beeman expires, so we're back to even strength. Added up to the line, diving play there to keep it in, but goes back out to the neutral zone. Beeman skates in the middle. He's able to get it across, comes right back to him, puts it right in front again. There's a whistle.
Net.
As the net comes off.
That was a really nice play by Jack Demboski. He was able to, I was going to say he should be careful in the neutral zone. He's the last man back, and he's doing these little figure eights with the puck in his possession, but he was able to dipsy-do around 3 guys, then chip it past a fourth, and then go in and get a really good shot on him, Boardley. Just goes to show you how talented Jack is with the puck.
Sano moves it out. He was looking for McKenzie. Puck is batted around. Chester County's able to move it out the center ice where McKenzie has it. Across the red line. Makes the move past one. Gets to the slot. Gets the shot towards the net. O'Brien makes the initial save. Covers it up, the rebound, and we get a whistle.
Nice play by McKenzie to get through the neutral zone and get himself into a shooting position to get a good shot away.
Kelly picks up after the faceoff. He's got 2 Blue Hens to deal with, but moves it up to the line.
Nice play by Caleb to back check.
Kelly across center ice, and he'll put it in deep. Ty from the corner gets it down, rolls all the way to the top of the circle. Blue Hens put one towards the net. O'Brien's able to stick that aside. Work for it in that, what we call the blind corner. Hens move it up. Ty's able to bank it right to himself and skate out.
Nice play by Ty.
Through center ice. Makes the moves. Does the dance at the blue line.
Liam wasn't sure if he was going in or not, and he had to just kind of stop. Nice play by Johnny to pick that off, too.
Liam was doing the splits there to try and stay on sides. Blue Hens keep that in the zone. Johnny will pull it off the wall and skate down to the slot. His outlet pass was deflected and kept in.
Nice. Oh, it's a high
Popped all the
stick.
way up. It's played with a high stick. Blue Hens get to it, so no whistle. Finn
Nice.
drops it for Johnny. From the slot, takes the shot, goes off a body and wide.
Nice setup.
Ivanovic, he'll skate out over the blue line, puts on the brakes. Has to go up to the line. He's looking for Patel. Patel keeps it in. Forced back out. Finn Maroney was behind everybody. Tries to get a shot in on net and does. Bordley makes the save. Finn comes to it. Turnaround opportunity. He's knocked off that. Blue Hens will send it the length of the ice, and that'll be icing.
4:43 left here in the second. It's important for the Cougars to at least leave this period with a 3-0 lead.
Blue Hens are yelling they were a man short. Sano jumps off the wall and joins in. He's off back to DeBosk at the blue line. That's knocked down. Blue Hens in. O'Brien will snag that out of the air and hold on.
I don't know if that's accurate. We haven't had a shot in the whole period.
I
Unless that's something else. Unless that's a 16 maybe.
have no idea. There, Hoffman tried to get to it, but knocked away from him. Blue Hens get a shot in on net, but
Yeah, David's frustrated with himself. He had the puck and he gave it away right in a real prime opportunity. He's got to flip that, get that out. That's the most important thing. Don't want to lose it there.
battle after the face-off. Puck
Nice save.
put towards the net. O'Brien does make a huge save there.
Yeah, that was a dangerous shot, nice and low.
Puck sits there. Second opportunity comes in on O'Brien, and he makes another save and hangs on.
Nice pressure from the Blue Hens here, trying to get back in this game. Got some good opportunities. Tom made some solid saves there a couple times. That first shot was tricky because it was along the ice. A lot of times that'll ricochet off something or bang off the inside of the pad. Tom had to just guide it. He not only made the save, but he guided it into the corner with his pad, which was a nice, really nice technique. Nice.
Easy across the line, drops it there. Tie over to it. Behind the net. Tie reverses it around for Liam. He's got some space. Sends it up to Beeman at the blue line. Beeman puts it through traffic, and that just stays wide.
Yeah, if that found the net, it was in because Bordley had no idea where it was.
Henry chips one up and over. Bordley's able to glove that out of the air and squeeze it.
Bordley is what you call a butterfly goalie, so he'll go down a lot, and when he can't see the puck, he's going down to cover the bottom of the net, so the corners are open. That's how Colin scored on his second goal, or his shot from the point. And that one, he was just perfect. He just did not see that puck at all.
Henry puts one towards the net. Stays wide. Blue Hens gather the loose puck, and they outlet. Send it across for Harp. Goes off of his stick. They go into the zone. Battle along the boards. Bazzi is able to direct it out to center ice. Turnaround there goes in. Beeman to it. He'll go all the way through. That got by everybody. And it will have enough for icing.
Yeah, Liam was trying to find Caleb there, just trying to redirect that pass from Colin. And he had Caleb behind the defense. He just couldn't feather it enough to get it out in front of Caleb and with enough weight for him to catch up to it.
He's off in the Cougars' end. Beeman has it behind the net. He'll skate out. Some open ice through center, across the blue line. All the way across. Puck goes in.
Nice deflection by Nate DeWitt.
Happy with it. He puts it all the way across. It was out of reach of Eddie Henry, so he's got to skate back for it. Cross for Beeman. Comes right back to Eddie Henry. He'll skate it out. Chips it up. And Maroney directs it in. Beeman at the blue line. He takes the shot, goes off a stick and wide. Blue Hens send that the length of the ice, and that'll be icing. So just over 2 minutes to go here in this second period. Chester County still maintaining their 3-0 lead. Blue Hens win that. They'll lift it high in the air out the center ice. Joey DePiro goes back to pick that up. He banks it ahead, gets it to Thompson. Thompson tries to go off the boards to himself, but Blue Hens read that play and they send it the other direction. DePiro banks it the other way. Goes off a few players. Blue Hens were in momentarily. By the time it goes in, technically offsides, but no whistle. No argument from me.
Why, Ed? Tell me about that. Do you like the delayed offside, not delayed offside?
I don't know anybody who does.
I know.
Piro will send it the other direction. And it
Wow.
will just have enough for icing.
I'm not sure that was. Probably could have waved that off, but
Hoffman was.
he was busting it to get there. He almost got it.
So they'll bring that down to the right of Tom O'Brien.
So in DVHL, if the puck crosses the line, no matter what, doesn't matter about the player beating the dot. It's a little different than the NHL. If the player beats the puck to the dot, then they wave it off. But not in DVHL. If it crosses that line, it's icing.
It's Piro in the corner. He had Harp there with him. Able to get it up to the boards. Peasy to Harrison. Harrison across center ice and in. Takes the shot.
Good shot.
Blocker save there by Boardley. Comes all the way out to the middle. We're under a minute to play. It's knocked down with a high stick, so Gimboski had clean play on it. Moves it in the zone. Goes behind. Patel tries to go up the boards, hits a few players. Finally forced out to the middle, back in, but before everybody could come out, so offsides is whistled.
Yeah, that was borderline intentional, but they didn't call it, so that's good.
38 seconds remaining in this second period. Blue Hens go all the way packed. That's
Nice
cut
read.
off there by Nate Kelly. He's able to force it in. And he comes out the center ice. McKenzie goes into the zone. Force behind. All the way across. Put the puck towards the net, but it was wide right. Out to the middle, bounces off a few players. Again, they try to put it into the slot. Clear opportunity there, nothing. This time the shot deflected, and it ends up going in with 0.8 seconds remaining.
Yep, that was a bad clear. They had a chance to clear that puck, couldn't get enough of it, and that was a crusher. With 0.8 seconds left in the period, you do not want to let up a goal like that. Chester County has to bear down now here to finish this out. Well, 0.8 seconds, that this period's over. But in the third period, we're going to have ourselves a ball game. Nothing Tom can do on that. It hit like 3 people, and he was going one way, and it deflected the other way.
Yeah, that puck going, it hit it deflected halfway in and just completely dropped and changed direction.
Absolutely. That happens. That's why you want to make sure you build your lead. You don't want to have a 1-goal lead because goals like that happen. Now it's up to Coach Lee to kind of calm the kids down a little bit. And I'm sure that's what he's doing now, letting them know that they're still winning 3-1. One more period to play, but you got to finish it out.
17 more minutes remaining in this one.
But, I think the important thing to point out is defense first. Can't panic with it. you know, there was a chance for Chester County to clear that puck, and the player took a weak backhander that didn't get out of the zone. If he would have taken maybe one more second, he had the time, one more second to just corral it and get better wood behind it, it would have been an easy clear, and the period would have ended without a goal. So you have to just have some composure now.
So here's a look at the schedule. There was last night's game, the first one highlighted. Here's the game we're currently in. So the winner of this game will play at 5 o'clock in rink 3, so one over from us. And they will play the loser of the game before us. So again, that is the Quakers. And awaiting the winner of that game is the Delco Phantoms.
We'll cross that bridge and talk about those scenarios tomorrow. There's a great play by Finn. That's exactly what we needed there. Start this period. Finn skated out from behind the net. He had time and patience to hold the puck and threw it toward the middle of the net, and he just found the 5-hole. And that's exactly what the Cougars needed to start this third period to reestablish that 3-goal lead. Great play by Finn.
Cougars regain their 3-goal advantage early here in this third period. Puck forced back into the Blue Hens' end. Tell goes back to get it. Work for it along the boards. Beeman takes the shot. Bordley has to reach behind, and it trickles past.
Wow. How about that? 2 goals in the first 29 seconds here of the third period. That's the hat trick for Colin. No one's throwing any hats.
Bordley made the initial save, but just didn't have enough of it, and it trickles past him.
I thought he swallowed it up, but I think it got between his arm and his body. That's just the velocity of Colin's shot, too. You know, he doesn't shoot weakly toward the net. He ripped it.
Hoffman directs one in behind Bordley. Up along the boards in the corner. Mowbray gets it out to center ice. Beeman will get a chop at it. Knocked down there by Thompson. Thompson's able to get it across to Hoffman. He's got a little space, gets the shot. Bordley gets across to get just enough of it.
That was a really nice shot and save. David took a really good shot, low to the far side. Bordley got down and was able to get the pad on it.
Face-off battle for there. I was able to move it all the way down. Chipped off the glass to the middle. Hens will go all the way up, got past them. Beeman sends over to Kelly. He'll wait at the blue line, goes right back to Beeman, but
Careful
that goes
here.
off of his stick. Had Mowbray right there looking for it. And Mowbray is definitely one of, if not the fastest player on that Blue Hens team.
Yeah, he and McKenzie both have good wheels.
We may have mentioned this before, but I know there's some similarity in the skating style between Nick Mowbray and Johnny Pepe, and I think it has a lot to do with their soccer skills.
Absolutely. Well, their intensity too. They play with an intensity that doesn't stop. I mean, they have a very high engine. That's killer in hockey. If you have that and the skating ability, you can really do some damage.
Saw force back down below. Knocked off the Bosky's stick.
Cougar wingers got to be careful. The point men are going to start coming into the net, coming in and crashing down. That happened there. A player was able to skate around Liam and get down low. The wingers got to be aware of that now, because the Blue Hens are going to be pushing for trying to get back into this game, and so they're really going to be pinching down. Got to stay with your man.
Battle for after the face-off. Turnaround shot there by Freeland ends up getting deflected and goes up and out of play. Sat there for when it comes up to the blue line. Backhanded back down low by Rogers. Look 4 along the near boards. Finally goes all the way down. Does not have enough for icing. Off the bench, Johnny Pepe jumps on it. Makes the move at the blue line. Is
Nice
able
play.
to feed it across.
Nice.
Another good move there. Demboski tried to get it back to Johnny. Loses an edge and plays it from his knees. Near side boards, drifts all the way across. Demboski jumps on it, gets the shot there. Something going on there. Looked like between McKenzie and Peasy.
Yeah, they've had a little history earlier in the game. Is he going to take Liam individually? I'm not sure what's going to happen. That's my son, doing what he does best. Looks like it's just Liam.
So he'll head to the box. We'll wait to see if we can see a hand signal of what the call was.
Most likely it's rough because I think caught the end of it. I think Liam was complaining the player was sitting on him or grabbed his stick or something, and Liam gave him a couple pushes. Regardless, it's not a good penalty to take because you're in the offensive zone. Coach Lee is discussing it with the ref now about whatever was happening.
Liam looked like he was trying to interject there. I'm going to guess that he might have got a 2 and 10.
Yeah,
it
looks
looks
like it. I'm not sure what maybe he got a punch. I'm not sure what.
Looks like Leinenen's going to join him to
Yeah.
serve his 2 minutes.
Yeah, you don't like to see that because you have a 4-goal lead. You don't want to give the Blue Hens any life here. So you want to stay out of the box. Not thrilled with that penalty.
Puck lifted nicely out through the neutral zone. Ivanovic goes back to play it with Pepe right on his tail. Puck goes off a few. They battle for it at the blue line. Blue Hens able to come in cleanly. Beeman's on it. Gets it at least out of the neutral zone. Mowbray goes in. He goes down, and Blue Hens are going to go to a 2-man advantage.
Yeah, not exactly the recipe you want with a 4-goal lead here. Taking some penalties here. That wasn't necessarily a lazy penalty. He was just trying to disrupt the player at the blue line. Just got his stick between his legs.
So the penalty box getting a little crowded for the Cougars. Shot there, trickles all the way in, gets caught up in skates and stays wide. Plenty of time there. Rogers sends it across. McKenzie back to Rogers. He pulls the trigger, but that goes wide. Ivanovic from behind. Forced to play it up once again. McKenzie skates to the middle. Gets the shot. Good block there. Second opportunity. Goes off the outside of the net.
I don't think Tom knew where that was.
Freeland goes back up to the blue line. Across to McKenzie. He tries to go through traffic. That one goes wide. Freeland with it again. Back to McKenzie.
Good block.
Another block there. Johnny Pepe's making some huge blocks in this 2-man disadvantage. Beeman from behind. He'll lift it nicely all the way out to the middle. Johnny Pepe racing to it. He gets there. They get spun around.
He's got a penalty against Blue Hens. Oof. Got a hold.
So a hold.
That's exactly what it was because Johnny had, sorry to interrupt you, Devin, he was definitely behind the player, and the player only grabbed him to slow him down, to disrupt him. That was similar to the play earlier in the game where it should have been called. But nice work by Johnny to generate that amount of energy and forecheck to draw the penalty.
So Blue Hens still on the power play for the next 25 seconds, which is when Liam Peasy's minor will expire. Another 56 seconds on the tripping call to Demboski. Then if there's nothing else whistled and nothing else happens, the Cougars will have a short power play.
A minute and 4, I believe it come out to. So nothing to sneeze at.
Ivanovic, he'll skate all the way up to the blue line, put on the brakes.
Nice work.
Nice work there from Finn to force him back out. They have to reset.
Good active stick by Finn.
Defense for the Blue Hens play catch a few times. Williamson Moves it in, gets a shot towards O'Brien. He makes that save. Sits behind. First penalty is expired, so it's four-a-side hockey for the next 20 seconds. Piero flips one in towards the net. Bordley's makes that save. Get a whistle and some equipment flying in the air.
Well, at the very least, the Cougars were able to withstand that 5-on-3. That was huge.
Offensive zone draw with this 4-on-4. Puck goes right to the slot. Sat there for a moment, and Blue Hens move it out. All the way across. He's looking for Ty. Missed that, but knocked down. Power play opportunity now for the Cougars for the next 50 seconds. Beeman with it. He tries to send it across. Active stick there from Hart. Cougars still with it.
Nice play by Ty.
Gets the shot. Wardley makes that save.
Ty's had a very strong game offensively and defensively.
Patel's able to come away with it. He's harassed there. Has to go the other direction. Finally turnaround opportunity. Blue Hens move it out. Thompson. Tries to give it to Beeman. Comes right back to Thompson. He's looking to get it to DeWitt, but got by him. It's right to him. Thompson tries to cut right through the middle. All the penalties have expired, so we're back to even strength hockey as we get down to almost 10 minutes remaining in this game. Cougars with the 5-1 lead. Yanked up to Hoffman. Try to feather it in, but Patel was able to get that back out to the neutral zone. Beeman from inside his blue line. Knocked off the play there by Freeland. Not before he got to center ice. Ivanovic cuts through traffic. Chipped away from him by DePiero. Beeman has some open ice in the neutral zone. He'll wind it in deep.
That's important now. No need to skate through people, just to get it in deep. Don't want to get any giveaways in the neutral zone.
Good turnaround opportunity there to Pepe, but chipped away from him. Willis at center ice. He'll direct it in towards the net. Paddled aside there by O'Brien.
Nice.
Forced out to the middle. 2-on-1 opportunity here for the Cougars. They're in on sides. Over to DeWitt. DeWitt has it. He takes the shot. Bordley makes the save. Blue Hens clear it back out to the neutral zone. Over to DePiero. Banks it hard.
It's going to be ice.
And that'll be icing.
Yeah. I think Joey was, again, trying to play the carom. Just got too much of it along the wall, and it went all the way down.
He's off to the left of Tom O'Brien with just over 9 minutes remaining in this third period. Second playoff game. Cougars in command with a 5-1 lead. He sends it right up to the line. They're able to keep it in. He sends it all the way across. Knocked away from Philip Willis back to center ice. McKenzie gets it right back to Willis. He tries to take the shot. That goes off of someone and up into the netting and out of play.
So rink 3, Ed, what kind of vantage point you think we have from there? Is that a decent rink to?
Rink 3 is fantastic because they actually have an entire broadcast platform.
Okay.
Yes. That's the preferred location.
Nice.
I'll have to check to see. I'm assuming they might have a hard line there. But now I know what to look for.
Well, you can always plug into this one. Just get a 90-foot cable or a 150-foot cable. I'm not going to need a lot more than that, actually.
Yeah, well, I'm stopping to pick up on.
Well, they must have it at every rink. I mean, I'm not sure I don't know if this is a broadcast location. And probably for. Yeah, I'm just thinking now. This is the AAA rink, so. I don't know if they
Yes.
do an in-house feed or what, but that's probably what they do with this one. I'm not sure every rink will have that.
Face off up to the line.
Oh, it looked like that was in.
I thought he kept it in, but the referee disagrees with us, so offsides.
Ooh, he had to fight that one off. Good shot.
In the corner. Roll it all the way across. Blue Hens go up the boards there to Fasano, and he directs it out. Marker will pick it up and send it right back in. Blue Hens able to move it once again to center ice. Nate Kelly reversed it, but Blue Hens at least got it in, but player beats the puck in, so offsides.
Yeah, he just didn't clear. He was kind of lazy getting out of the zone there. 7:55 left. Cougars are in command here. Got to finish this out strong.
Kelly waits, goes all the way across. Was looking to get that to Hoffman, but Hoffman couldn't knock back down and control it, so icing. Bring that back down to the defensive zone and drop it down there.
So I mentioned earlier, the Cougars have scored 4 goals in their last 5 games. They've scored 5 goals in 2.5 periods here. So it's good to see them get out of their little slump.
A lot of whistles here so far.
Yeah, this game's extending pretty long.
Dragging on.
First period felt like it went on forever. I guess 6 penalties in 1 period will do that.
Forward along the boards, goes down low. Spano tried to direct that across, but Beeman has it.
Nice comp play. Really good outlet. Nice work.
Hoffman.
That's good. Get in deep.
Direct that to the middle, comes
Back
right
behind
back
the
to
net.
Hoffman.
Good.
Puts one through the slot to the near side. Comes out. Gets the shot. That goes up into the netting. And we'll get another face-off. Just over 7 minutes to play now in this third period. Henry works down low. Blue Hens able to bank it off the outside of the net, but DeWitt has it, and he'll skate out.
Good play by Nate.
In across the blue
Nice.
line, cuts to the middle.
Oh,
Tried to feather that through. He
he had Finn. Just couldn't find the pass.
batted up to the line. Gamboski, he'll put it in just as DeWitt exits the zone, so no whistle there. Maroney forces Jovanovic to go back with it. That's when Jovanovic sends the lengths of the ice. They say that it was deflected, so no icing. Tom will redirect all the way around near side. Johnny will send that up. Got it. It ended up going to Patel. He struggled with it with Finn there, but Blue Hens at least got it up to the line. Henry banks it up in front of the Blue Hens bench. They're able to put it deep in, and Eddie Henry has to go back for it again. Wind it all the way around. Linen and gets a stick on it, but kept in there by Harp. Blue Hens work for it along the boards, and they get it all the way through, but no
Nice
blue
look.
jerseys there. Finn directs out to Johnny. Johnny with speed almost got it past Rogers. Comes right back to him. He directs it.
Oh,
just misses
just
the
missed.
outside of the net.
Good work by Johnny.
Johnny and Severy
Yeah.
combined on that one and just came short of buying another goal. Piero from the blue line. He'll flip it all the way down, and that'll be icing.
Joey's got to work on his weight on his shots. It's like the third one he's got from there. He had the right idea. He just wanted to loft it. Hopefully it lies flat and doesn't extend over the line, but just a little too much behind those shots.
Doesn't know his own strength.
Yeah. Well, he does have a hard shot. Good.
Got past Wagner. Quick on that play. Good to keep in there. Oh, Ty had some open ice, but Rogers played him well to get him off that. Shot in on O'Brien. He makes that save. Comes to the middle, but deflected all the way down.
Might be another icing, I think.
And yes.
Yep. I think it was dying, and the player just took a roundabout way to get to it.
So we are down to 5 minutes even in this final third period of playoff game number 2. Chester County still in command with a 5-1 lead. Puck drifts right in on O'Brien. He kind of watched it. Once it got close enough, he just covers it up and gets the whistle. So they work in the corner. Forced out to the neutral zone. Ivanovich puts it in, but Willis was still way in the zone, so offsides. They'll bring that one out. We're going to do that at center ice.
It's worth mentioning, game's pretty much well in hand now with 4:41 left. Cougars have to keep their head, not do anything stupid. Their season is going to continue, whereas the Blue Hens isn't. So Blue Hens have nothing to lose if they decide to take that route, whereas the Cougars have more games to play.
Ivanovich with speed. Tries to come in, tries to get the shot off, but that was deflected there by Kelly.
Jack's had a very strong game from the Blue Hen, as one of the Blue Hen defenders. Skated well, got some good opportunities.
Kelly will bank it all the way up, kept in at the line. Shot goes up and over the net. Kelly will send it up the boards. It's to the line, but not out. Push back down low. Kelly to it again. He's got some open space. Goes off a stick all the way down. And they'll call that icing, but I thought that went off a Blue Hen stick.
It was a combo. Could have been Blue Hen stick, could have been a Cougar stick.
Piece off all the way across, comes out to the neutral zone. Patel with it. They go up to the line, batted out there. Blue Hens able to move in. They had McKenzie ahead of the play, but couldn't get it to him. Puck all the way up the glass to the blue line. Rogers able to keep it in there. Puck batted around, comes out in front, bounces around, but DeWitt's first one to it. He skates out, pushes it ahead, gets past Patel. Gets a shot off. Bordley makes the save. It goes up and over behind. Turnaround opportunity there from Pepe. Puck still loose. It's Fasano who moves it up to the line, but kept in there. Beeman.
Nets off.
Just over 3 minutes now remaining in this third period. Chester County will make some player changes. Offensive zone draw opportunity. Harrison moves out to the middle. Eddie Henry with it there. He's able to get it up. Got it to Johnny, and then Ty has it, and Ty will wind it in deep. Harrison in pursuit, sends it back all the way around. Blue Hens try to go the other direction. Rogers from behind the net. He skates out to the middle, up to the line, comes out. Eddie Henry puts it back in, offsides. McKenzie showing some frustration as he sees his season coming to an end. Knocked around out of Ivanovich's gear. The middle. Scarborough puts one towards the net. O'Brien dives out to cover up. Just under 2.5 now to go in this whistle-filled third period.
Been one of those games.
Battle for it after the puck drop. Finally forced into the boards as all the players come together. Line and put it towards the line. Not there. Shot in on O'Brien. He juggled it at first, but covers up and hangs on. Chipping away this period seconds at a time.
Seconds at a time, yeah.
It's like, all right, let's have like another 10-second play and get a whistle. Batted up to the line, but still kept in. Beeman will lift one right into the middle, finally bounces around and comes through center ice. Leinonen, quick to the puck. In deep. Sits there in the circle. Good read there from Duboski to force it the other direction. Not sure what that whistle was for.
Offside.
Was it? Oh.
Yeah, but it deflected off it wasn't intentional, so I don't know. He's saying center ice.
So minute 47 now remaining. Battle for it there. Hoffman in the zone. He winds up. Doesn't get much on that one.
Swing and a miss.
Thompson leans on his man in the corner. Hens lifted up all the way across. For McKenzie, but he's red on that play. From center ice, Hoffman puts it back in deep. Hens skate up and out. With speed, Harp makes the move, tries to cut through, loses it. Gets some support. Shot in on net. O'Brien gloves that. Hangs on as we approach the 1 minute mark.
Blue Hens have generated 25 shots on net, and a lot of them have been routine, but you still have to make the save. Tommy's made some good ones today. He's played very, very calm back there.
In the corner comes across. Thompson crosses center ice as we go under a minute to play. Rogers directs to the corner. Hoffman and Marker in along the boards. Blue Hens move it across. Hart moves it across through center ice and McKenzie over the blue line. McKenzie gets the shot. O'Brien makes another save. McKenzie along the boards. Puck is forced up to the line there. Williamson gets past, and it's a foot race. Hoffman tries to get to it. The Rogers gets the shot. Second opportunity. Bordley's able to hold strong.
Yeah, it was a nice save by Luke. David was coming with a full head of steam. He didn't really have enough time to really do much with it. He got a good shot away, and Luke stayed strong against the post and was able to cover the rebound.
So with 23 seconds remaining in this one, and Cougars up by 4 goals, I think
it's
we're
safe.
fairly safe at this point to
yeah.
say that we will be playing again at 5 o'clock this evening over in Rink 3 for a rematch of yesterday against the Quakers.
Yeah, the Cougars definitely have something to pay back from that game yesterday.
And both of those teams with a loss, they'll be in the same position as this game.
Yep.
Winner moves on to Sunday. Loser goes home. And there's the buzzer ending it. So playoff game 2 is complete. Your Cougars come out on top by a score of 5-1. And as we said, join us this evening for our 5 o'clock game over in Rink 3 as the Cougars look to pay back the Quakers and continue their season to I guess would be a championship series with the awaiting Delco Phantoms.
Yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there, but it was a nice win today from the Cougars. This is the type of Cougar style play that we expected yesterday, and we've seen all season long. He did a nice job today, generating 3 lines, lots of pressure, good shots, rebounds, and solid goaltending and defense. So hopefully that can continue this evening.
I'd like to thank everybody for joining us this morning. Come back and watch our afternoon broadcast. As usual with Bill Peasy, I'm Ed Henry. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you this afternoon.